Huzzah, and welcome, future and current artists, to another episode of Drawing with Dr. Doodle. I'm your art teacher, Dr. Doodle, and today you're going to learn how to draw something amazing.
The eye game.
Harold, I was just about to say that. Well, before we begin, you're only going to need 2 items. Hopefully you have these: a piece of paper and a pencil. Now, if you want to color your work in when we're done and you have a crayon or a colored pencil or markers, you can color it in when we finish today. However, if you don't have those supplies right now, you can always wait to color your work in when you get those supplies. So you know what? Let's begin.
So, what's the eye game, you might be asking? Well, it's something very fun and simple to do. All you do is draw 2 or more eyes, however you want the eyes to look, and then using your imagination, you're going to draw a face around those eyes. Now, you could play by yourself, and you can use a digital device if you have, like an iPad, or you can draw it on paper. And the very fun thing is that you can play with other family members, 1 or more. And you don't need to do it in just one setting. As you can see here, this is an old person with a lot of facial hair and not a lot of hair on their head. And now we're seeing that there's a bird-like creature, but it doesn't really look like a full-on bird. It's almost like a mixture of a rabbit and a bird that's crying. Obviously, we can see the tears, and it's got a lot of scarves on. So you can see, you can have a lot of fun with this. Now, if you're using just paper for the eye game, you might want to use both sides or do different sections. So that way you're not wasting too many papers. And as you can see here, you're not constrained. You don't have to just draw humans or animals. You can draw alien creatures like this one right here. It's looking very much like E.T., the alien from the movie. You can even see the flying saucer in the background. So you can add as many details as you want. So it's up to you how many details you want to add. You can make your drawings look silly, they can look realistic, or they can look scary, just like this picture. This picture is starting to look like, with the teeth surrounding the eyes. It looks like a mouth is about to eat the eyes. So it's all up to you. Have fun, make it however you envision it. And yep, there we go. We've got a mouth surrounding eyes. Oh, it looks like a sea creature is coming out of the water. Well, now we've got a nose, some bushy eyebrows, a bushy head. It looks almost like a Sasquatch. So it could be fantasy. It doesn't need to be real. It's looking kind of cartoony. And I think that we've got... Oh, that was my Chewbacca, because this is looking like Chewbacca right here. So have fun. You can make voices for your characters or whatever it is that you're making with the eye game. Maybe that's a part of your game with whoever you play. Make sure that everything that you create in the eye game, you have to give a voice to. And now we've got an ear. Oh, it looks kind of like an anime face. And definitely anime face with the eyes, the hair. It looks almost like Dragon Ball Z. And a very short arm. And it's okay if you make mistakes, you can erase them. Oh, yeah, it looks kind of Dragon Ball Z with energy blast and a headband right there. Let's see what's created next. Okay, there's a nose, and the eyes are... I have no idea what this is. Do you have any ideas of what's going on here? And that's okay. It doesn't need to look realistic. It's all about using your imagination and having fun. Even if it doesn't look like anything, just have fun with it. Oh, this looks like it's, a cat or a dog. Most likely a cat, it's looking like. And that's the thing. Make what you want. That's the whole point of the eye game. It's about having fun while drawing and practicing drawing from your imagination, from your head, instead of looking at things. So let's take a quick puzzle break, and then we'll do some more eye game.
As an artist, it's a good idea to take a break from your work. Taking a break allows us to look at our work with fresh eyes and possibly with some new ideas. So that's why we're going to take a puzzle break. And what type of puzzles are we going to do on Drawing with Dr. Doodle? Well, we're going to tackle puzzles that I love to do. They're called rebus puzzles. Rebus is spelled R-E-B-U-S. And what is a rebus puzzle? Well, I'm glad you asked. Behind me is an example of just one, and we're going to walk through the solution to this puzzle right now. So what word do you see behind me? Well, take your time. If you guessed the word behind me is hurry, then you're half right. What direction is the word hurry going in? Well, take some more time to solve that. Well, if you guess that the word hurry is going up, then you have half of the solution as well. So let's combine the two half answers or half solutions that we solved together. Hurry, so we've got the word hurry, and the word hurry is going up. And if you heard me just say that and it clicked in your head that the answer is hurry up, then you have solved this rebus. So with that out of the way, why don't you try to solve this puzzle by yourself, but you don't need to hurry up to solve this puzzle. Take your time, and if you get your parents' permission, you can email the solution to thedoodledoctor@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the lesson.
So let's see what's next for our eye game. Right now we can see that they're cartoony, two more cartoony eyes, and looks like a giant face. Maybe it's a baby? No, the opposite. It's an old man, a bald old man with a beard, and it looks like he's waving at us. So again, it could be realistic. You can add multiple eyes, like we can see here, 4 eyes. Maybe this is going to be an alien or a bunch of eyeball people. We don't know yet, but that's the thing. The beauty of all this is that you get to decide. This is about imagination, using yours. Oh, and it's actually 5, and it's looking like it's more like an alien with 5 eyes, one of which looks kind of angry, but it's pretty cool. And again, it's about using your imagination, having fun. Ooh, this creature here looks a little bit kind of goofy, almost like a frog, a toad-like creature with some weird eyebrows on the top. Let's see if it'll have a long tongue here. Yep, and so this is more like a toad, and we can see that it's also waving, and it's got webbing between its thumb and its pointer finger, and that's pretty cool. Yep, a bunch of different ideas that nobody really liked, and that's okay. You can erase them and get to the point of where you're actually liking what you're making. Ooh, this is a weird animal. It looks kind of like a dog mixed with something else.
Now it's time for me, Harold, the extremely talented art critic, to critique your artwork.
Wait, what?
Don't
I didn't
worry,
agree
Dr.
to this.
D. I won't be too harsh.
Why, thank you. What?
Okay,
Wait.
fellow art detectives, let's get critiquing. What do you see? What do you think is happening in this artwork? What materials do you think the artist used to make this artwork? Does this remind you of anything? What questions do you have about the artwork? Pretend you can enter into the artwork. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? What piece of the artwork is your favorite, and why? If you could change one thing about this artwork, what would you change? How does this artwork make you feel? Can you explain why? If you had to describe this artwork to a friend, what kind of words would you use? So, Dr. D, was that so hard now?
It wasn't hard at all, Harold. Thank you.
Is how hard I will critique him next time. Until next time, future and current artists, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed creating art with me and that I've inspired you to create as imaginative artwork in the future. If you'd like to have your work displayed on a future episode, obviously you need your parents' permission, but once you get it, you can email your artwork at thedoodledoctor@gmail.com. Well, bye.